because I just saw Paul, which was hilarious. If you haven't seen Paul yet, go out and check it out because it is so funny. Seth Rogen is hilarious as this extraterrestrial dude. You won't believe it. Like the first scene when you see the ET, he's like smoking a cigarette with like shorts and sandals. It's awesome. But who like the other big star that's in this movie, other than the two fantastic British actors, is Sigourney Weaver. Now she's come out in the media and said, "Yes, I totally believe in extraterrestrials." And if you remember way back to cult alien films, she was in that whole series of Alien, the Alien, and then Aliens, and then there was like a third Alien movie too. So she has come out and said, "Yeah, we are not alone in the universe. I think there's a department in our U.S. government which is exclusively dedicated to quashing reports about aliens." This is what she told to a German magazine, TV Spiegelfilm, and she says, "And that's so unfair. It would be nice if we weren't just able to read about it in the tabloids." So that's very cool. Keanu Reeves has previously claimed that he has no doubt that there are other life forms in the universe. And he said, "I think there are extraterrestrial life forms in the cosmos. I think it's more likely than not. The cosmos is pretty big, and most people feel that way right now." Robbie Williams has claimed to have had several close encounters of the third kind in the last few years, including being visited by spaceships on 3 occasions. The singer once said, quote, "Once I was lying on my sun lounger outside at night, and above me was a square thing that passed over my head slightly and shot off." That sounds remarkably similar to Sammy Hagar, who put out that new book, Red, who says that he has been abducted by aliens. And believes in extraterrestrials, and that there was some sort of download into his brain. I said this on the last episode, too. There's this cool story, also from UFO Casebook, of this photograph of an alleged, like, dark brownish extraterrestrial walking along a brick wall in the garden. This person was there to help plan and arrange the landscaping for this backyard, so they were taking pictures and drawing sketches, and when they looked at the pictures later on, there was this little brown creature entity on the back wall. It's pretty cool. Let's go to UFO Casebook and have a closer look, but it's pretty cool. And it's in the UK, from Preston, UK, and it's from March 19th, 2011. It's pretty neat. The only problem I have with this, and you can see the light reflecting off it and everything. It's pretty interesting. You can see the extremities, the shape of the head, an area which could be the eye. It's like a dark insect humanoid. The thing is that it was posted on April 1st. Was submitted to UFO Casebook on April 1st, 2011. So it says that it happened on the 19th of March, but the submission could be a serious April Fool's joke, but cool anyway. Do you know Richard Branson? Well, if you don't, he's the guy that owns, like, Virgin Records. And years ago, 1989, he inflated this massive balloon and landed. He had to land prematurely in a field in England because of weather. And the cops saw this thing, and he had actually hired a midget in a spacesuit and a mask to walk out of this thing as these policemen approached it. And the policeman basically said it was the scariest thing that ever happened to them because they really thought it was real. And it was a serious April Fool's prank by Richard Branson. I thought that was pretty cool. So you can check that one out, too, at UFO Casebook as well. There's some new science news. The force of acoustical waves tapped for metamaterials. And basically it goes into the research of using sound waves to produce incredible synthetic materials that can basically almost shape-shift in a slight way. So acoustical waves are being used now to form new metamaterials that are stronger, more durable, flexible, and could eventually lead to things like invisibility, and also to hide objects from radar, the invisibility and sonar detection. You could use it for sub-wavelength focusing for production of high-resolution lenses for microscopes, medical ultrasound, optical imaging probes, miniature directional antennas, development of novel anisotropic semiconducting metamaterials for the construction of effective electromagnetic devices. Which is very interesting speculation right there. And biological scaffolding for tissue engineering. And a variety of sensors. So really cool experimentation and investigation into acoustical waves and producing metamaterials. Because it works on the molecular nano level by blasting sound at biology and nanomachines. And I think this might be the last one tonight because we got to get the interview on the go here. The BrainGate neural interface system reaches 1,000-day performance milestones. Now, this device is an implant that's directly embedded into the brain that allows physically handicapped individuals to operate a computer without the use of their hands and legs, just by converting neural electrical brainwaves into a wireless data transmission from brain to computer to control a mouse on a computer and navigate through an operating system. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. It's been 2 years now. 3, 6, 9, over 3 years that this implant is still working. So it hasn't burnt out, hasn't died. This individual she's identified as S3, interestingly enough. This patient is not human, she's a number, is still operating this implant after all this time, 1,000 days. It's incredible. And it's lasted longer than anyone has ever even imagined. Now, this is white-collar stuff that you're seeing. I always make mention to the black ops, the government R&D projects that are always at least 5 decades ahead of the game. If this is what we're using now for our physically challenged people, what do they have behind closed doors that is 5 decades ahead of this? They're obviously controlling machinery with implants. All the signs point to this, that implants may have been developed by us. This whole UFO phenomenon sometimes make me think that it has been us all along, and a high percentage of this. And where that information came from, whether it was a hand-me-down from an extraterrestrial race, possibly Roswell, or sooner, which a lot of crash retrieval stories indicate. Because the story of UFOs, abductions, and technology is an evolving story in my lifetime and the lifetime of, say, my father, which indicates a rather earthly origin. So this right here, this story of a BrainGate neural interface system, is really reminiscent of an implant, or the mental control of a craft through quote-unquote telepathy, right? The symbiosis of man and machine. Look into Philip Corso in The Day After Roswell to look at the dissemination of alien technology into the corporate world and beyond, if you're interested in the evolution of technology and its possible relationship to the crash recovery of ET craft. I hate using the word ET because we don't know for certain, but alien entity craft, I guess, would be a better way to put it, because it's foreign to me. But there it is. That's your news. An hour later, it's 11:11. Make a wish. I'm going to play a song by a band I love. This is from the record The Violent Blue by Electric President. Safest Sound. This is the Unified Field. Thank you, Matt, for calling in.
I I saw your smile start to crack. It's not so funny when you're sunk, and there ain't nothing you can do. And your options are all dead ends. When there's no way out, I'll let you build your home with me till the clocks run down. When your luck's run out, call me and I will come and fix you. Get your feet on the ground. When there's no way out, call me and I will come and bury you, all safe and sound. All this time, you've been drifting out with the tide, my friend. But you can have what's mine if it helps you stay afloat. If I close my eyes, I can't watch you drown anymore, my friend. But I'll tell you lies if it helps you sleep at night. And the more we fight, the more we don't get right, my friend. And the more we fight, the more we don't get right. Heard they broke you, that you gave in, that you dropped, and the fight had left you. But don't you worry, makes no difference from the start. Your options were all dead ends. But there's no way out, I'll let you build your home with me till the clocks run down. When the luck's run out, call me and I will come and fix you. Get your feet on the ground. When there's no way out, call me and I will come and bury you, all safe and sound.
You are now entering the unified field.
Oh, yes, this is Dreamsploitation, the soft focus of sound record. And this is called Death to the Chuck I Hate. And you just heard the Electric President from the Violent Blue record with Safe and Sound. I just love that song. Are you guys ready for the Jason Cordova interview? I know everybody is. It's the feature of the show. So I'm going to get to it. I want to thank you all for joining this part of the program, the news segment, with your host to Atlantic Canada's only paranormal radio broadcast, expanding consciousness, new science radio, the Unified Field. Check us out on Twitter, Blogspot, YouTube, MySpace, Blueberry, iTunes, Blog Talk. If I already said that, sue me. And also on CKDU for other fine programming. Make sure you call 494-2487 on the next broadcast of the Unified Field and share your story, like the awesome caller did tonight, about room 224 here in the sub at Dalhousie University. I'll ask the Institute for Paranormal Research tomorrow all about that. Thanks for being with me. Stay tuned for the interview with Jason Cordova of Metro State College and the Crypto Science Society. Once again, I'll play the Psychic Fair plug and we'll go into the interview Thanks for being here. Good night.